What's up, everybody? This is Alan.
And this is Sean. And this is Inside the Square, the wrestling podcast, coming at you almost every Saturday from sunny St. Mary's, California.
And WWE, like Survivor Series, like War Games is coming up.
So who you got, Big Daddy?
Oh my gosh. Damage Control, 100%. They're going to dominate the whole division. In my opinion, it is.
So guess who's back? Who's back?
Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane is back, baby. What do you think about her debut coming back from Crown Jewel?
Amazing. She's an amazing wrestler, 100%.
Do you think she's going to be a future champion?
100% yes.
So the Kabuki Warriors are back. This is a big deal.
Now it's 3 of them.
It's 3 of them. And you got to remember, too, the Japanese female wrestlers are really tiny. They like
and stiff.
And they're stiff strikers.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see them back. I can't wait to see how Bianca Belair deals with them. How
she's going to have a problem with them.
Well, I think the horsewomen are going to come back together, and I think Bianca's going to be one of them. I think it's going to be Bayley, Charlotte Flair.
I think Bayley's going to turn on Damage Control 100%.
Yeah, Becky and or Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
I think the horsewomen are going to come back, and it's going to be interesting how they match up with them. I think it's going to be really good matches, really good series of matches. You know, Roman Reigns, switching gears.
I think he should drop the title next year. 100% people, please agree with me. Please agree with me.
I don't know, man.
Because he needs to drop that belt to Cody Rhodes because nobody doesn't want to see him champion. Period.
Well, that's not necessarily true, but it's interesting, like I said, that he is still champion with no, WWE is kind of painting themselves into a corner with him to a certain extent.
They're over pushing him 100%, people.
Well, I don't agree with that. I think that, you also got to run, what they say, you got to dance with who brung you. That dude is the one who's bringing them the TV contracts, who's putting asses in seats, selling merch. So if you replace him, who are you going to replace him with?
Cody Rhodes, 100%, or LA Knight, or Gunther.
Those guys are good stars, but they're not stars like he is.
You know who's S tier? Gunther. 100% he is.
Gunther's not in movies, and some people are not going to come to the arena to see him. They're going to come to see
Cody and Bianca Belair, Roman Reigns.
Yeah, you just said Roman Reigns, and that was just out of saying who the top stars. That's you saying that, and you don't like him.
And Jey Uso. My
point is, most people, most casuals, who the majority of the people who watch WWE, they're tuning in to see stars. He is the star. He's probably the biggest star in wrestling right now in any company.
I have to disagree with you.
Who's bigger than him?
Cody Rhodes is 100%.
Cody Rhodes,
like Cody has it. He should have beaten Roman Reigns this year to have a belt.
You're talking about in emotional terms. I'm talking about in financial and realistic terms. The guy has a huge following. He's been in movies. He has the look. He has the charisma. And guess what? His gimmick still works. So I don't foresee him dropping that belt anytime between now and WrestleMania.
It makes no sense, people. People are not going to watch wrestling if he retains again.
That's not true. The statistics say that that's not true because people are tuning in to watch him. And when he comes on, guess what they get? They get a ratings bump. So,
he's part-timer.
So I think you got to kind of acknowledge that he is the star. Moving on, is Solo the future of the company in WWE?
100% yes. Like Solo, he proves you that he's dominant. Like Umaga.
Umaga was really good. The problem with Umaga, he didn't have the push.
It was the mic skills.
Well, to be honest with you, he never really had to get behind the mic to say anything.
Yeah, he almost beat John Cena. He almost beat Triple H. And he beat CM Punk multiple times.
Big thing you're saying is he almost.
He almost did, yeah.
Almost and beating them are not the same thing. But Solo is getting a push because he beats people. He beats people at house shows, and he beats people on the main roster on live shows.
Like, he beat the crap out of John Cena in Crown Jewel. Everybody saw it coming.
But my point is, I think that, people looking for the next Roman Reigns, I think he might be it.
He's the next Roman Reigns, 100%.
I don't know about next Roman Reigns. I think he might be the first Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
He has the lineage. He's part of that family tree. Those guys are all good. All of them are good.
You remember, like, Jimmy Uso's a pretty good troll?
Well, all of them are good trolls.
Yeah.
Reigns is a really good troll.
Yeah.
And I think that Solo, I don't know if he's going to be next up or anything like that. I mean, he's only won. He's
North American.
Well, he's won too. He's won the. No, he's never won the tag team title yet.
No,
not yet. But he's won the North American Championship from NXT. But he's really good. Seeing him live and see how fluid he is in the ring is amazing.
Like, he has a fan base, 100% he does.
Yeah, and it's really weird with the Samoan wrestlers. They're big dudes, but the dudes move around like cats. That dude is incredible. I mean, he's lightning fast in the ring.
He's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, seeing him live is it's hard to explain how fast he is.
That Samoa Spike is going to get you real quick.
Well, he transitions into that Samoa drop so fast.
Yeah, he does. He's a fast wrestler.
He's fast, yeah. But Sikoa, I think, is the future of the company. Like I said, I think that they're going to have to devote some resources to him.
They got to do something.
They got to figure out a way to push him.
Yeah.
And speaking of push, Gunther versus Chad Gable, Shorty G, Part 3.
Maybe at WrestleMania next year. It's going to happen. It's going to be a 30-man Iron Man match.
30-minute Iron Man match?
Yes, 100% at WrestleMania next year.
I wouldn't.
Well, like, you know who's gonna win that match? Gunther, 100%.
I don't know. I don't think the Intercontinental belt is meant to be like the Universal belt. The reason I don't think it's meant to be like the Universal belt, I think it's meant for people to pass it around, like to give mid card stars a rub. I don't think Miz is going to beat Gunther. If he does, I'd be surprised. I mean, he could.
He's not going to beat Gunther. He's going to chop the crap out of the Miz.
Well, we don't know that. I think it's going to be interesting to see Miz, because Miz is going to wrestle Gunther. But I think it'd be interesting to see it because Miz is such a popular wrestler.
And he moves like a cat.
I wouldn't go that far. I don't think Miz is a great athlete.
But he's learning.
It's not learning, Alan. He's been wrestling for like...
long time.
He's been wrestling like almost 19 years.
Yeah.
He's been wrestling a long ass time.
That's a long time.
Yeah. He's been wrestling a long time. I've never thought Miz was a great athlete. I think he's a good professional wrestler.
He's a really great talker, in my opinion.
Yeah, but Gunther's a really great wrestler.
Yeah.
And he puts on shows. I was watching an old show between him and Darby Allin.
It's amazing.
And Evolve, and it was pretty entertaining. And I'm not a Darby Allin fan.
But Gunther shows you how tough he is.
Well, he puts people over. He shows you how he can really put, I wouldn't say an inferior wrestler. Because, Darby, he has a huge fan base. And I'm not trying to, talk shit about him. But I don't like Darby. He's very gimmicky. I don't think he's a great wrestler. I don't think he's a great athlete either.
Like, we got to stay on topic.
Okay, let's stay on topic then, player. But, moving on then, since Alan's running the show today, will Seth freaking Rollins main event WrestleMania 40?
With the belt?
I don't think so.
Yes, 100%. They're planning on it. Like, if it's a cash-in from Damian Priest, I'll be fine with it. You
bring up Damian Priest. I've seen a lot of things about Damian Priest and how management is in love with the dude.
They need to push him.
And this goes back to the same question that I pose almost every week. Are people like Damian Priest, are people like LA Knight, are they too old to win their first heavyweight championship belt?
No.
That's what you're thinking, but we don't know what the management is thinking because those guys are 40 plus.
They need to pull the trigger on Damian Priest.
Damian Priest has been wrestling 20-some years.
Yeah.
This is his first push this is his first real year on the main roster.
Yeah.
Is like I said, are you willing to bet the farm, old school term, bet the farm, that this guy can put people in seats and sell merch? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question.
It could happen. It's going to happen.
We don't know that, Alan. But I don't think that he's going to have a successful cash in. Just my opinion.
But Seth freaking Rollins, he had a lot of title defenses, 30 or 31 now.
Yeah, he wrestles a lot. He wrestles almost every week.
Yeah.
And he talks, he does podcasts, he does a lot of different things. Rollins is really good for pro wrestling.
100%.
And fans love him.
I think he should keep the belt until WrestleMania 40, because Gunther, if he loses that belt to maybe The Miz or Jey Uso or something, I'm fine with that. Gunther will main event WrestleMania with Seth Rollins. They're planning on that.
We'll see.
It's speculation on that.
We'll see. Moving on. Did Carmelo Hayes attack Trick Williams in NXT?
Yes.
I think
100%
100% he did.
He did.
I'm pretty damn certain he did.
Everybody's going to turn on Carmelo Hayes 100%.
And does Carmelo Hayes know he attacked him?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he knows that too.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I like the little mystery they got going on.
Yeah.
It's fun. You know what I'm saying? It's like preschool fun, grade school fun. I like when WWE used to do someone attack someone and, we don't know who it was yet. And then it turns out to be
Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
Oh, yeah. They've always had little mystery things like that. I'm glad they brought it back.
Yes.
And they brought it back for, they're probably one of the biggest stars in NXT, Carmelo Hayes. And, one of the rising stars, Trick Williams. But it's fun.
Do you think Trick Williams is going to get a singles push? He's going to get a singles push.
I think he should get a singles push on the main roster.
Maybe against Ilya Dragunov, maybe.
Trick Williams is a special kind of athlete, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't a Trick Williams fan a few months ago. And then I saw him wrestle. And I saw him wrestle a few times on his own. And I'm like, this dude's a good athlete.
Yeah.
Good looking wrestler.
He has the look.
He definitely has the mic skills. And he's funny.
He's really funny.
So I'm like, how they been hiding this damn dude?
For a long time.
He kind of reminds me of how Batista came about. Batista was, working for the Dudley Boys as Brother Batista with the donation box.
That's actually not a bad gimmick.
It wasn't a bad gimmick, but what I'm saying is a lot of people didn't know Batista could wrestle.
Yeah.
And then one day he just pulled stuff out, beat the hell out of somebody. I was like, oh my God, this dude can go.
Like Devon Dudley.
Well, he was with Devon. He was with the Dudley Boys.
You remember he betrayed him?
Yeah, he did. But it's interesting, like I said, how they put these tertiary characters, like Trick Williams, and all of a sudden he has a spotlight, and you're like, damn, this dude been this good this long?
Yeah. They need to do something.
I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
They need to do something. All right, next up is Valkyria going to have a great title run?
I think so. Maybe 200 to 300 days, maybe?
Too long. That's too long.
Maybe 195.
That's too long. I think she might have it a couple months, and she's going to drop it.
She's going to drop it to someone. Maybe Tiffany Stratton.
I like Tiffany Stratton, man. I know
they need to make her a 2-time women's NXT champion.
I think either they need to make her another champion, or they need to push her to the main roster. She's fun to watch, man.
Yeah, Valkyria is great, but Tiffany Stratton, she has more it than Valkyria does.
Tiffany Stratton is more. She's a good heel.
She's more polished.
Oh, she's talented, man.
Yeah,
she's talented.
100%.
She does stuff in the ring like Bianca Belair does, and she's strong.
Yeah,
and like I said, she's fun to watch, and she's like I said behind the mic, she's very condescending, very funny. She say crazy shit.
Yeah,
and sometimes you need that. You need an old. I always say this. You need an old school heel in any kind of wrestling organization. You got to have a bad guy. You got to have a clear cut good guy and bad guy. Mm-hmm. These gray areas, we have guys who kind of good, kind of bad. That's a cop out. Have a bad guy, have a good guy.
Yeah.
You get better stories that way.
100%.
But I think Valkyria is a transitional champion. I think
like she's feuding with Xia Li.
Xia Li might win that.
She might win it.
Yeah.
They might pull the trigger.
Might. Next up, will MJF drop the AEW championship next year?
Yes.
Who do you think he's going to drop it to?
Absolute Ricky Starks.
I don't know about that. I mean, I would like to see Ricky Starks win that belt, but I don't think he's ready.
I think he's ready.
I don't think he's ready because, like, if you look at MJF's progression from how he came about to now, that dude's been not trying to be champion, but they've been grooming him to be champion for a long time.
Yeah.
He didn't just become champion overnight. They've been grooming him to be champion for a long time. And if you look at some of the crazy stuff he used to do versus now, he's really toned it down. He's a company guy. He doesn't say crazy shit like CM Punk, like some of these other guys.
And the Young Bucks.
Yeah, he's not a cancer like them.
No, he isn't.
And the maturation process for a young wrestler is different. You got guys who've been in that game for 20-some years and never won a major belt. In AEW, you got a bunch of them who've never won a major belt, and they've been wrestling their entire careers.
Like Ricky Starks.
Well, Ricky Starks is a young guy.
They need to do something. They need to pull the trigger next year on him.
He doesn't have the popularity of an MJF, of a Kenny Omega, as a John Moxley.
Or Hangman Page.
Hangman Page is not in the same category as Kenny Omega, MJF.
Yeah.
Or John Moxley. Or Chris Jericho.
Like Chris Jericho's been wrestling for like 20-some years.
Starks is not in the same category as Samoa Joe.
No.
Joe's won championships everywhere he's been at.
Like Samoa Joe dropped the belt.
That, and you bring this up, man, that really pisses me off.
I think Tony Khan wants to make like a new champion for Ring of Honor.
Let me explain something to you real quick.
It should have been Keith Lee.
Keith Lee should have won that damn match. It should have been him holding that belt, and then Joe announcing, "Hey, I'm gonna challenge for the AEW Heavyweight Championship."
It was a good move.
It's a cop out, man. It's a cop out. Either you're gonna make this match right, and it was a banger.
It was 100% banger.
It was a banger, and I'm like, Keith Lee shows you why he has the talent to be at the top or the bottom of the card, and then you say, I don't want to give him the belt. I'm gonna have a
backup.
I'm gonna do a tournament to determine who's gonna be the Ring of Honor TV champion.
Yeah, he's gonna announce that this week.
I don't agree with that, man.
I kind of agree with this.
Let the man win the damn belt. Let him get another championship under his belt. He's one of your stars,
like Swerve Strickland.
Yes. Swerve would be perfect for that.
100%.
That dude would be perfect.
Yeah.
That dude has been getting so much shine for that damn song.
He has a lot of fans that like him.
I saw a video with some cheerleaders in Texas, middle of nowhere, Texas.
Yeah.
They bumping it. They doing dances to the shit. I was like, this is awesome.
Really awesome. They need to do something.
They need to do something. Yeah. And if they waste Keith Lee, they waste Swerve Scott, they deserve what they get.
Yeah, 100%.
Is Christian Cage the best heel in AEW?
Yes.
I agree with you. Yeah. I agree with you on that one.
His promos are so good.
I agree with you on that one. He is good. And the dude says crazy, reckless stuff.
Yeah.
Reckless. Just straight up reckless. I love him. They need more. Dude, like I said, he's a bad guy.
Yeah, they need more bad guys.
He's a bad guy. They need more of them, man.
Yeah.
They need more of them. How long do you think, changing lanes, how long do you think Trinity is going to be the knockout women's champion?
Maybe for a year.
I agree with you. I think she should hold that belt probably for a year.
Yeah.
But the thing is about that belt, all the stars, like the mega stars in Impact.
Like Deonna Purrazzo, Jordan Grace.
Yeah. Who are you going to give it to? Those two are like Deonna Purrazzo is a really good wrestler.
Yeah. But Jordan Grace, she is real good.
She's real good too.
Yeah.
And I wonder how they're going to do that because...
Tough one?
Yeah, and then you still got Mickie James.
Yeah, she beat Mickie James.
Yeah, but that was a really good match, man.
Very good match.
I like Mickie James. I've always liked Mickie James.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about her. She's just fun to watch.
She had the look.
Well, she has the look, yeah, but she's fun because she has really advanced mic skills. Her insults, what she talks about, her accent, because she's from West Virginia or wherever the hell she's from.
Yeah,
she's fun, man.
She's fun to watch.
She's fun, man, and she's very relatable. Like she's that country girl.
Yeah,
and that's how she don't try to pretend to be nothing else.
Nope.
And Trinity, she does the same thing. She's her own character.
Like they should have pulled the trigger in WWE for her.
I think they failed her in WWE, but
her gimmick.
Yeah, and and then we don't want to bring up bad stuff. But, her and Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, they didn't like the direction they were doing with the characters, and they quit, during the live show. So I don't think...
I was with them on this.
I was kind of with them on this, too.
Yeah.
Because I think...
They were not treated right.
I don't know. I don't know what the particulars were, but from what they said. Because, WWE's not going to come out with a statement.
Yeah.
But I do think it was a lot more to it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I hope that she keeps that belt a little bit longer because I really believe that I think WWE's going to try to make her not make her come back, but entice her to come back.
Yeah, that's going to be a rough one.
Because she is a star, megawatt star.
Like, do you think Jordynne Grace might dethrone her maybe next year?
Mm-hmm. Maybe. That's her or Deonna Purrazzo because those are the constants.
Yeah.
Those are the really good wrestlers.
Very great wrestlers.
Really good wrestlers.
Yeah.
Speaking about great wrestlers, what do you think about EC3 dropping the NWA title next year?
That's going to be crazy. Like, people would be so mad if EC3 dropped that title next year.
I think EC3 should hold on to that belt. I think they should have EC3 be champion at least 200 some odd days.
Or 300 some days.
He's special, man. The dude is really good. I'm sorry, go ahead.
They should have pulled the trigger in NXT for him.
I don't know. I think it was more things going on backstage than we know about.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've heard different things about him being in the locker room, being hard to work with and stuff like that. But, people put bullshit things out like that to tarnish someone's reputation and character. We don't know how that guy was. We just going by what the company's saying.
EC3 is underrated.
He's not underrated. He's a really good wrestler.
Amazing.
I mean, I've seen his matches. The dude can really go.
He's been at Impact, NXT, main roster, NWA.
Yeah, he's been good for a long time.
He's been wrestling for 20-some years.
Yeah, he's talented. The dude is really talented.
Yeah.
We're going to, we ran out of time, so we're going to skip to the end, and we're going to finish with Santos Escobar.
Oh, my gosh. Heel turn. We saw it coming.
We called it about 2 months ago. The dude is really good. He has a luchador spirit.
He turned on Rey Mysterio.
And he finally turned on him. He did some questionable things at Crown Jewel, too.
Yeah.
With the brass knuckles and Logan Paul. I was like, he put those things there on purpose.
Yeah, he did. He got caught in 4K.
Yeah, he got caught in 4K. Good stuff. But, yeah, I was like, this dude is... I don't know. But those who have never seen Santos Escobar wrestle...
Santos Escobar is going to get a singles push.
That dude, he reminds you of Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
He does a lot of stuff really well. And he is really good on the mic. And guess what? He's a really good heel.
I think he should win the Intercontinental Championship.
If you look at some of his matches when he was with Fantasma Legata, or Legata Fantasma...
Yeah.
I think I might have said it wrong or backwards. But
no, you said it right.
Okay, thank you. He was really good. The dude was a top heel. They used to beat people down.
Like Swerve Strickland.
Everybody.
Kushida.
They used to beat the hell out of people. And I'm like,
yeah.
And they were goons. He had his own goon squad.
Yeah.
And I was like, this dude is awesome.
He's amazing.
And that's why I go back.
They should do something.
And that's why I go back to say, the dude, when you have a heel, good heels, you have good heroes, good faces. So they need, you always said it, they need dudes like him. And I'll say it, they need dudes like him. All right, that ends it for this week, guys. Until next time, I'll see you down the road.
Bye.